All right, let's try that again. Hey everybody, Gabriel Bello here at GabrielBelloMusic. Sorry it's been a little while, but we got a lot of stuff we're working on. And one of the things we're working on today is this CloudVocal gear. We're gonna do some unboxing. I've never done an unboxing video. Well, technically I've done one unboxing video, but this is the first real unboxing with some saxophone gear. Straight off the truck, off the plane from Taiwan with my good friend Steven from CloudVocal. Thanks Steven for making sure this got here nice and quick. They threw in a couple little goodies. They threw in this little patch cable on here, threw in the ISOLO directional antenna. So we'll be giving that a shot, and let's just take a look at what comes in here. Everything was nicely bubble wrapped as well. Everything was safely bubble wrapped. The bubble wrap, my daughter is having fun popping right now. It is upstairs. So here is a nice little, pretty little CloudVocal directional antenna to go with the ISOLO Choice right there, but we'll get to that later. There's instructions as well right here on the back. Orient ISOLO logo towards the mic to stabilize the signal. So we're gonna just put that right over here along with the patch cable to the side. We'll get to this in a second. This is the ISOLO USB interface. Now this little thing right here is super cool. This is an interface that I can use with the wireless saxophone mic. I can plug this with the camera connection kit directly into my phone and record my saxophone. So just with the microphone, so the microphone and this, and that's all I need. So I'm gonna be making some really cool videos on the road. Don't know if we're gonna record that today because I'm gonna need a phone and you guys won't be able to hear it, so that'll be something separate. So we'll do a whole separate video for the ISOLO USB interface, but that's a nice little sturdy foam box you can see here in my second camera. So nice and cost efficient, but also looks cool and keeps it real safe. And you can see there's a little QR code on how to use, but we'll put that to the side for now because a couple other things I want to get to. Gonna keep on. Got one more little thing, that we got two big things we're gonna mess with today. So these are extra clips and windscreens for the saxophone mic, and also the reason I got this is I can have one of my bands around my soprano sax and I can have the other band around my flute, so I can just take the mic off, slap it on flute, take the mic off, slap it on the soprano sax, keep on flying. So I got an extra one of these, even though there's one included. I just wanted to go ahead and get spares because I have, multiple saxophones, and when I perform with everything, there's a lot on the stage. Now, this is something I was very, very excited about. This is the JOINup mobile recording interface. And I did already open this and take a look. I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry. I couldn't wait to set up all this cameras and all this stuff. And everything is not as nicely packed in here, but you guys can see it there. Let's take a look at it here. It's so pretty and it's so teeny. I was actually blown away at how small this is. I don't have my IK Multimedia Pro Duo here on my desk. Yeah, it's packed away because I'm trying to be nice and neat and organized. But this is thinner. This is a little lower profile. It's powered. It's bus powered. You can plug this into the wall, but what from the instructions said is you might get some power cycling, some power buzzing. So they actually encourage you to be mobile and to use a battery backup little data bank here, little battery bank. This is from my away suitcase. We'll talk about that on the video I make what traveling musicians need. And you need an away suitcase. I'm not sponsored by them. My wife got it for me for Christmas a couple years ago. The thing is slamming. And it came with this, with the fast charging USB, regular USB, and mini USB power there. And we're gonna try it with this. Hopefully today, and we can get all that to work. I'll require some editing. Comes with all sorts of cables you can see here. Hopefully this is picking it up, everything okay. This is the power cable, so I left this out. So you can see power one end. It's got 3 modes, which we'll talk about here in a second. USB. And then of course, it's got, it's like a micro USB port, micro USB. And we've got Lightning, because I've got all Apple products. Sorry, my Samsung guys, but just Apple for mobile stuff it's where it's at when you're going to do music, because everybody does it for iOS, but they may not do it for, you know, if it's iOS only, you're kind of stuck, which is what I use for my switching program for live streams. So we'll go ahead and plug that in. Let's bust out the instructions, kind of take you through that, show you everything else in the box. It comes with a USB 3C cable and a USB cable, so they're both in here. Everything was nice and neatly wrapped in here. Here's the instructions, and here's a nice overlay if you want to read it. And I don't know if that's Mandarin or, I mean, it's a language of the Orient, so I'm guessing Chinese, or I don't know what they speak in Taiwan. Sorry, show my ignorance. I'll flash it here on the screen, but you can just throw it here over the instructions and it'll tell you what everything does. So that's very handy. ¿Por qué no tiene uno en español? Maybe we'll talk to them about that to get our friends down there, Spanish-speaking musician friends. All right, so here's the directions. The big thing I wanted to point out to you is there's a little slot right here. It says mode. So what the awesome thing about this interface, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 inputs. It's got 4 inputs. This little thing has 4 inputs. 2 are 1/4 inch, 2 are 3.5, you know, headphone jack. 4 inputs on this little thing. So I can plug in, use a micro keyboard, connect it to my phone, connect it in here. I'm sorry.
Sorry, boss.
I'm sorry, boss.
I believe you, Tinker.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inputs.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5, because in the instructions, this one says keyboard. This is an output. It's got a little iPhone picture in here. Got a headphone, another little iPhone, and then a guitar and a microphone. 5 inputs. So I'm going to attempt to connect 5 things to this simultaneously and see. Because the wonderful thing about the mode button, it has a mode switch, has 1, 2, and 3. Mode 1, instant mode for recording video or audio on mobile devices. So just plug and play, go. It's probably where I'm going to leave it most of the time. But I might monkey with advanced mode for connecting to DAWs. That's mode 2. Advanced mode for connecting to DAWs for multi-track recording. So all those 5 inputs will be recognized separately. That's money. That's just money, assuming it works correctly. Which I'm assuming it does, otherwise why would it have the switch there? And mode 3 is karaoke mode that allows users to enable built-in functions in the karaoke apps. If you use karaoke apps, good on you, but we musicians over here, so we all about the DAWs and the instant. All right, put it to the side. Now, the big boy. Let's move that as well. We got a nice little mess going over here. CloudVocal. CloudVocal. You make music, we mic it. I like it. You make music, we mic it. I like it. There we go. And yes, I did unfortunately already crack this bad boy open. It was sealed upon arrival. And this thing is just sexy looking. Let's do the small box first. Let's do the small box. This is the accessory box. See, it says accessory. Now this is a quality XLR stereo 1/4 inch cable. This thing feels like my pig hog cables. It is thick. Thick. That's a good cable. Cannot wait to plug this up. Same thing with the 1/4 to 1/4. Quality. Thick. Quality cable. Beautiful. I love it. And then we have the charging cable, or this might actually be what you use to connect, because we've got a USB to American style plug-in for power. So we're just going to go ahead and plug that in there, and this could also double to charge iPads and iOS devices when something is not being used. You cannot have enough of these, but yeah, nice to know. We'll check the voltage later to make sure, just in case something happened to this, somebody, did a tap dance on it, we could replace it with, say, an Apple plug. But anyway, so all that is in the accessory box, along with a mono headphone, I guess to turn around a stereo source to a mono source, and the antenna, which we have the directional antenna, and this is a unidirectional antenna. I'm assuming it's unidirectional. I didn't go to school for radio, I went to school for music. The tech thing just happened. This is the beautiful case it comes in, just like on the website. Slide this bad boy off. It's kind of like undressing it. Slide it off. There we go. All right. Let's open her up. Show you what's inside. Beautifully packaged. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right, so we've got the instructions on the top. Do we read instructions, guys? Do we read instructions, y'all? Maybe only if we run into a problem, then we're like, maybe I'll read the instructions. I read the instructions, but I'm not going to read the instructions to you. It's boring. They probably have them online as well. All right, here's the microphone. Beautifully packaged. I like this case. I really like this case. And there she is in gold.
I love gold!
They do have other options. In fact, I'm going to go to the website and see. Okay, they come in wood color black and gold. Wood color black and gold. Came with the gold. I think that's just kind of the standard option. It's got the quick start instructions in here. Also has the charge cable. This charges with micro USB to USB, so I dig that. I've got a lot of these, so you don't have to have all these adapters. You just USB, plug it in, good to go. So like you saw with this other plug, I think you could possibly unplug the unit, plug in the microphone to charge it right before showtime, plug it back in, microphone's charged, unit's ready to go. Pazow. Okay, let's put that to the side. ISOLO Choice Saxophone version. You make music, we mic it. Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for your order. Hope you enjoy and love ISOLO. I think I will. I believe this is, and here's another instructional case written in un lengua chino. Pero para nosotros no tienen para dominicano. And here is the ISOLO Choice. EQ, we got bass, treble. On the iSolo has gain and a master output, effects parameters. It's got a blend. It's got output near far for the antenna. Got an input and a line mic input, so it has an aux in. That's why I like this, because I can do solo gigs, plug in my phone, take my saxophone, and a speaker. Done. Or if they got a speaker in there, done. Done. And this is another saxophone mic clip. Another mic clip. Rock. Beautiful. So, that's the unboxing. I'm gonna go eat some dinner, do some quick edit, come back, plug all this up, and then we're gonna have some fun and you can hear what it sounds like. Be right back. Shoop. Okay, we're back. I had to make dinner, take care of my little one, but now we're here to make music, and you can see I got a whole big slew of stuff here. So we got the power bank connected, we got the CloudVocal going with the microphone on my sax. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 things connected. I don't have any more 1/8" connectors to connect the last bad boy to test it out. But we'll connect something over there and just switch it around just so you guys can hear that it works. Only funny thing I'm having is the mic input. As you can see here, the power button is blue. You can see it's got a little, when you touch it, it's going red, and when that goes red, everything seems to stop. So I'm going to contact them or go back to the instructions to see what that issue is. And when I connect the mic, so I did not use their cable because it's male on this end, which means you can't plug it into nothing. So, and obviously you can't plug it into anything here unless this is meant to be for the output. Maybe that's what it's for. I'm not sure. But I've got a 1/4 inch to female cable right here for this SM7B right here in front of me, this Shure mic. But when you plug it into the microphone input, the power goes red and it kind of shuts out. So I don't know what the problem is. Oh, you know what? I have a hack. Check this out. So the nice thing is about using the CloudVocal is this also has 2 inputs. So with these 2 little things right here, listen to me, traveling musicians, when you're wanting to get creative on the road, if saxophonists, my wind players, if you use both of these bad boys, you have 7 inputs. You don't have to have some big old rambunctious huge interface. You can just use these 2 things because this is your saxophone. I'm sorry, 8 inputs. 8, because you have 3 here that you can funnel into 1, and then so that's 3 into the 1, so we're not going to count that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I was right, 7. But theoretically, I mean, this is just, that's awesome. So let's take this and plug it into right here. Check, 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 check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Listen to that. Hey, hey. And now we have, bam, we've got some bigger sound right here going on now. I like it, I like it, I like it.
I like it, I like it, I like it.
I dig it. Okay, now, let's see. Let's show you how it works. So you can hear this is going on nice. And you heard it cut out because that's that input. I don't know if this input is bad. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna email them about that. Let's turn the treble all the way down and treble all the way up. Well, you probably, I don't think that affects, I think that only affects the microphone. Check, 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 check. That must be for the microphone. And then this is the master output, which we can turn up and then turn way off. All right, so bam, that's better. So this input does work. It just needs a hotter input signal. So let's try it out. First of all, with my saxophone. So here you can see, we're going to turn it on here. Got to hold it a few seconds. Got a little baby light on there. And I heard it turn on. You heard it turn on. See, the light's green. Don't know if you can see the light's green. And of course, I'm playing my Cannonball Black Ruby saxophone. Proud to be a Cannonball endorser. Let's go ahead and turn this microphone all the way down. Turn it all the way down. So now you can't hear this mic, but this is all the sax. And that's the onboard effects right here. That's the chorus, and let's go to delay. But we're just going to keep it dry. We're just going to keep it dry. Use it dry for right now. I was going to do something really ridiculous, but there's just too much stuff on the desk. I was going to use my talk box, my tubeless talk box, but I think we're just going to have to do a whole video dedicated to that. So let's try this out. So this is to my song "Get Along" for my first record. That was #1 on Billboard. Blah 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 blah. Anyway, it's a great blues tune. So here we got input. In fact, I'm gonna change my mind. Let's do a little bit of chorus here. Ba-da-da. It's time that we start trying. Can we get along if we got together hand in hand? That be stability, tranquility, we'd finally have peace. And if we were multi-tracking, yeah, that is just all kinds of fun. So you heard the saxophone coming through mic input 1. The vocal is coming through mic input 1. It has another aux input. I'm about to go buy like 10 1/8-inch cables so I can always have at least 3. Because with the iWii, the saxophone, an iPhone, and another iPhone or my iPod Touch, I mean, this is just going to be ridiculous. So I'm going to be on the road multi-tracking stuff just in my room, and I haven't even tried the mono recording receiver. I think I might try that while I'm on the road this week. Anyway, so that is the CloudVocal JOINup, the CloudVocal ISOLO Choice Saxophone mic, and that way I didn't even have the antenna plugged in, guys. The one antenna is here, and the other antenna is on this desk. And it worked just fine. Now, granted, I'm a foot from it, but yeah, and it sounded clean. So we'll also be using the iPad footage, which actually has this plugged in. So when you hear this, you've been hearing the actual audio. Subscribe to my channel for more things like this coming. I'm going to be reviewing the ESX1 Electro Spit tubeless talk box. I'm going to be giving some pointers on that, especially for saxophonists using iWii. And of course, I'm going to be doing my thoughts of the week and my classic Christian and jazz covers. Real Music Hangout is coming back, so subscribe right here. Check out my website, GabrielBelloMusic.com. If you want to hear that song, it's available everywhere. It's called Get Along. I'll have it down there in the stuff. Download links and everything. You can check that song out. It's really, really cool song. Anyway, thank you guys for checking this out. Check out CloudVocal. Their website is us.cloudvocal.com. I can't wait to use this stuff on my shows this week. So God bless. We'll see you soon.